Hello everybody, this is Michelle Litwiller here with Owl Star Stampers on February 21st, 2018 for our weekly Facebook Live. Tonight I have a new, it's not a new technique, but based on some feedback I asked in my group page, I asked, what do you want to see tonight? And a few people said a technique. So it's not a new technique, but I'm going to show you a cool technique. Heat Emboss Resist. Those are a sample of the cards we're going to make tonight. So I'm just going to wait and let a few people hop on and join me. When you hop on, if you can say hi, maybe tell me where you're from. I would love to see where everyone is joining us from. Hi, Lisa. And also, if you share this and comment, you are going in for a drawing, the random.org. And I have these beautiful glitter enamel dots to give away. So make sure you're commenting and sharing this live, and in 24 hours I will pick somebody from here or YouTube to win these dots. Again, here's a peek of the cards. Before I get started real quick, I have a few announcements. I'm offering 3 online classes, and the deadline to register is Friday. So here's a couple sneak peeks of some of the cards. So if you would like to register, the deadline is approaching. So you're going to want to do that before Friday. There's a Magical Days, a Hedgehogs, a petal palette one, and then if you do all 3, you get a bonus class. So yeah. All right. I think if there's anything else, welcome everybody. And it looks like we have about 10 people, so we're gonna get started. The first thing I'm gonna show you is the stamp set we're using. Now this stamp set I used last week. It's called Beautiful Day. This is what it looks like. And we're going to be using, this butterfly, and then the sentiment that says, always thinking of you on the cards. So if you don't have this stamp set, you're going to want to put it on your wish list or your must-have, or order it. Order it tonight to get on my online Facebook special. And in the catalog, you can find this on page 26. And again, this stamp set, they are using it a lot with the new brush show up here. I have not used the brush show yet, but several of my friends love it. So we're going to use it to do Heat Emboss Resist. And Heat Emboss is what got me hooked on stamping. It's kind of magical. So let's get started. Let me switch the camera view. Hi, everybody. Comment where you're from or say hi so you can get in on the drawing and you won't miss out. And real quick, let me pop up my hostess code. Where is that? Here it is. So this is a hostess code if you would like to order for the month, for the remaining of the month. I do have a special at the end I will share with you. So if you don't get it right now, I'll post it back up. All right, we're going to get started. Hi, Nancy. Hi, everybody. Okay, let's make some cards. All right. So, Heat Emboss Resist is where you are going to use embossing powder and Versamark with some stamps and a heat tool on paper. It's very, very simple and easy to do, and there's all different techniques you can do with it. So I'm going to show you 3 of them tonight. So on this card, this is a card I'm going to demonstrate. This is using clear embossing powder and sponging. This card is using, I don't know why it's not focusing. There it goes. It's using white embossing powder mixed with iridescent or dazzling diamonds. There is a little bit of sparkle, and we use an Aqua painter. And then this card is using white with a spritzer. Let me find the spritzer with alcohol. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. And if you place a $30 order in the next 3 days, I will send you the supplies to make these cards, 2 of each of them. So just be aware of that. So let's get started with this one first. I already went ahead and maybe I should demonstrate the other one. I'm sorry. I'll show you because some of you might not have done this. So, okay. I went ahead and did a few of those. So what you're going to need is some paper. We're using Soft Sky for the base. It's 8.5 by 11 and we're folding that in half. And then I have Smoky Slate that is 5 1/4 by 4. So we're just going to set those aside. Now this is thick Whisper White and this just measures 5 by 3 3/4. So this is what we're going to be working on. I have my stamp. You're going to want the Versamark ink and you're going to ink up your stamp. And I'm going to use clear embossing powder. So I'm just going to stamp this on and it's going to be kind of invisible. So you can't really, you can kind of see it. It's a watermark, so you might be able to catch a little glare of that. But then I'm going to take this powder and pour it all over the stamp. And you might want to use a piece of paper or a tray. I do have a tray, I just didn't grab it. We also have a anti-static little tool, and I didn't grab that either. But I didn't have a problem with my samples. So then I'm just pouring this back in here and tapping it off. And I see I missed a little spot down here, so I'm going to add a little bit more powder and pour it back in. So I don't know if you can kind of see that. You're not going to want to touch it because now we're going to take this heat gun. The Stampin' Up! Heat gun has 2 settings. You're going to put it on number 2 and you're going to want to move it around so it won't burn the paper. But it will turn shiny and then you know you can move on to the next section. So it's like magic. This is so fun and it's a easy technique to do. You can kind of maybe see how it's changing and then I'm just moving on. We're almost done. It will burn you, so be careful. Okay, I got the bottom maybe. All right, nope, I got this side. This side isn't quite done. I can't tell that bottom there. All right, so now it's done, and you can't really see. You see how you can see that? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this down, and the first technique I'm gonna show you is with a sponge. Our sponges, I just cut in little wedges, and we're using Soft Sky ink. And I'm just gonna dab this in here and just, in a circular motion, add color. And it's very soft. I thought this would be a pretty card for spring. I'm wishing for spring. I don't know where everybody else is from. In Michigan, well, it's been raining here lately. It's flooding. But I'm so ready for spring. And can you see it kind of coming to life? Like the color is just popping. Now this was clear and it's on white, so the color just pops. And you can do this in obviously any color of ink, and you can go as light or as dark as you want, any image. But that's kind of the look I'm going for. If you like that, you can let me know. Now we're just going to stamp our sentiment in basic gray ink. Again, I'm using just 1 stamp set. I love using 1 stamp set for cards. You don't have to have 10 different stamp sets or even 3. You can just get 1 stamp set and make beautiful cards. So we're just going to layer this on. I'm going to use some Fast Fuse. And I'm going down all the sides just because it was embossed. I want to make sure it's sticking really well today. And we will stick this down just like this. Now I'm going to take some of this blue, this is actually Pool Party shimmer ribbon, but it looks really good with the soft sky, and I'm just going to tie a little ribbon off to the side. And this card is almost done, and then I can show you how to use this a few other different ways. So has anybody else been heat embossing anything recently? Or maybe you've never tried it before? It's very, very fun. Okay, I'm just sorry if my hand's in the way. I'm just trimming this down. That felt a little awkward. Just like this, and now we're going to add it to our card base. Okay. Over here. And then we will add a little embellishment with the white perfect accents. And these come in a sheet. You can tell I love them. The sheet's almost gone. I'm going to take two of the little ones and just put them on the ends of my sentiment. And these I'm giving away with a $50 order. So if you want to order, you could get a sheet of these as a bonus. So I don't know why. Looks like something's on my card. There's the card. So let me know what you think. Do you like it? Simple card, pretty technique, using the clear embossing powder and the beautiful day set. Karen loves heat embossing too. Okay, I'm going to show you how I did this card now. I'm not going to make the whole card. I'm just going to show you the technique. How I store a lot of my embossing powders are these little like disposable containers, and I kind of just pour them in there with a plastic spoon. This is the white mixed in with the dazzling diamonds, and then I just kind of pour it on. So I went ahead and did that already, just like I did the other one. And here's my butterfly. And this one, I'm going to close all these up. This one, hi Carol, I'm going to use the Aqua painter and the ink pad. Now to get ink on your pad, you just squeeze it and open up, and there's ink there that we're going to use, and we're going to squeeze some water from here. Our Aqua painters come 2 in a pack, and you just fill them up with water in the barrel, and then you can kind of see I'm thinning it out, and then you just kind of, can you see how it's resisting? That's the whole technique name. And you just kind of can go over it as much or as little. This is just giving it like a wash in the background. I picked this Berry Burst just because it will, it's kind of a brighter color. So you can kind of see I did a really soft color. Now I should have had a tissue or I'm just going to tip it upside down on a piece of scrap paper, because it'll wipe off of your white, and that's what it looks like. I don't know, it's not focusing very great. This is just thick white cardstock, Nancy. You could use watercolor paper, but the thick white is all that I used on here. And then what I did is I layered it onto basic black and Berry Burst, and I added some ribbon and a sentiment, and then I put a few of those white perfect accents on. Again, a $50 order in the next 3 days will get you a bonus pack of those as well as a celebration item. So that's that card. Another technique that I did is this card with the same butterfly. Now this card is done in white embossing powder. Again, it could be clear. And then you're going to put the reinkers, you're going to put a few drops in the spritzer with some alcohol. Let me show you. Let me grab it real quick so you can see what they look like. So I always recommend buying the reinkers when you buy ink pads. So then when you need to refill, your ink pad needs ink, you have it. You don't have to order it. You already have it. So you just put a few drops in here, and then I use the 91% alcohol. It just makes it dry a little bit faster. I think that's what I've heard. So I have that already. I have a little bit in the spritzer. And again, the reinkers are very affordable in the spritzers. And then you're just going to spritz this on. Watch this. You see? And the alcohol will dry very, very, very fast. Now you could also use your heat tool on the number 1 setting to dry it. And again, a little tissue to get it off the white. But once it dries, that is how you can do that technique also. And then for this card, I actually trimmed it down to 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and then I layered it on wild wasabi, added some ribbon, and more of those white accents. So that is another way. Something else you could do, similar to the sponging, is you could use one of the brayers and just ink it up and go across your paper. So those are just some fun different ways that you can use clear or white embossing powder to do the heat embossing resist. So does anybody have any questions about this technique? If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to switch the camera view back up. I can see your comments now if anyone else has a question about these cards. Oh, I was going to show you my cards that we made at card class on Monday real quick. I do a monthly card class every month here in my studio in Davison, and they can also be ordered, purchased to go. So this was one of everybody's favorites. It's super simple. It's with the waterfront stamp set, and this was cased out of the catalog. They just had a banner, and I just took the banner off. So that was a card that we made, and this one with the petal palette was another card that we made. This one, my friend and downline Annie had used at her card class, and I absolutely loved it, and she's on here. And so we copied this card, and that was really fun. Yes, the brush show, absolutely, Kathy. I mentioned that earlier. That's what a lot of people are using it with. And I just haven't tried it yet, but I think that would be really fun too. And then this is a celebration set that we use this card. And this card was designed by Rhonda Wade. So this is a great card. So anyway, these were just all occasion monthly card class cards that we did. And as I was talking about celebration, that's still going on. Again, my special for my weekly Facebook Live is if you would like to do an online order of at least $30, you will get the supplies to make 2 each of these 3 cards that I demonstrated. I will send those to you if you do at least a $30 order. If you bump it up to $50, you can pick out a celebration choice. There's a few new choices that came out, so those are available. And I'm going to throw in the White Perfect accents. So that's for a $50 order, you have 3 days. If you bump it up to at least $75, because this month is my Stampin' Up! Anniversary month, I'm going to give you the Petal Passion embellishments as well. And I will mail those to you. And those are with the suite. I don't have them, but they're these little embellishments right here. I've been using them a lot on cards. So anyway, those are my specials for this week. I hope you enjoyed my cards. If you have any questions, let me know. And keep commenting and sharing because I have a pack of these glitter enamel bats to give away. in the next 24 hours. If you have any questions about my cards, go ahead, leave a comment, and I will be back and answer you. And if not, I will see you all next Wednesday. Have a great night. Bye.